So we're going to start off first with what we need to know. Okay. Number one, we got to understand that your body, when it comes to weight training, okay, I'm not talking about cardio. I'm not talking about, running outside or doing the stair mill or doing this combo weight training, cardio, F45, CrossFit stuff. I'm not talking about that. We will discuss it and, why maybe, some mistakes that I see people making in there, but we're talking about just weight training in by itself, going to the gym, lifting weights, going to your garage, lifting weights, that type of stuff. Okay. So number one, this goes all the way across the board. Your body will adapt to an exercise routine between 4 to 6 weeks of following that thing. Okay. So if you go to the gym and you do the same machines every time you go in, you do the same number of reps every time you go in, or you're doing the same spin class or whatever, your body is eventually going to adapt to that in 4 to 6 weeks. Now, being adapted is not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's actually staying adapted. And that's really where the real issue comes in. We'll get there here in a second. Okay. When your body adapts to that particular workout, then the changes that you're going to see in your body are going to be very, very little. And in some cases, you'll actually stop seeing results altogether. You might phrase it as, oh, my body has plateaued, or I guess that's the big word that people use all the time. My body has plateaued. Okay. So when your body adapts to it, your body's no longer going to see changes. Now, you might see changes, but they might be very minimal, but we definitely don't want to get to that point of staying adapted. Okay. Now, your body will adapt to a lot of different things. Okay. Obviously, it'll adapt to the number of sets you're doing. It'll adapt to the number of reps you're doing. It'll adapt to your lifting speed. It'll adapt to the rest time that you have. It'll adapt to your muscle splits. It'll adapt to the actual exercises that you're doing. Okay. So if you're doing those same things all the time, or you're just changing one thing, let's just say you're changing the exercises. Well, that's one of the things that your body will adapt to. Your body will adapt to all that other stuff as well. So you have to take a deeper look into all the different variables of your particular program. Okay. And what you also need to know is that getting stronger, building muscle, having more endurance, those are all separate goals. Okay. I know a lot of times when people start lifting weights or they start, exercising, they want to get stronger, get more muscle, have more endurance, and they want to do it all at the same time. But those are actually all separate goals, and they should be attacked in different ways. Okay. Now that one thing, knowing that those are all separate goals, a lot of times that is kind of mind blowing for people, because people didn't know that. They thought that, oh, if I just lift weights, I'm going to get stronger, I'm going to get bigger, I'm going to get faster, or I'm going to have more endurance, or whatever the case is, right? They think they're doing all of it, but they're actually all separate goals. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. Okay. So that's what we have to know before we keep going. Okay.